Today we are at Joe Louis Golf Club.
Have you ever wondered why a golf ball can travel hundreds of yards with incredible accuracy? Golf may seem simple, but there's a lot of physics in action during the game.
In this video, we're going to explore how 2D motion and energy relate to each other to form physics in golf. We can see this through the ball being hit and through it in the club. By the end of this video, you'll see that golf is more than just a sport, but physics in action.
The first important physics concept in golf is energy. Energy is the ability to do work or cause movement. In golf, several types of energy are involved during a swing. When the golfer begins their backswing, they build up potential energy in their muscles and body position. Potential energy is stored energy. As the golfer swings forward, that stored energy becomes kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion. Now let's start the swing and see what happens.
So here we see a slow motion video of my golf swing. When the club hits the golf ball, energy transfers from the club to the ball. The faster the club is swung, the faster the club head moves, which means that the golf ball can travel further. Not all energy transfers perfectly though. Some energy is lost as sound, heat, and just vibrations in the club, but most of the energy becomes motion in the golf ball as it travels down the fairway.
This equation shows that kinetic energy depends on mass and velocity. Since the golf club's mass stays mostly constant, increasing the speed of the swing will greatly increase the energy that is transferred onto the ball. We can also see this being demonstrated in an LOL graph. In it, we can see on the left for the ball that there is no energy on it at all. In the system, there's the ball and the club. After the club makes contact with the ball, work from the club gets put onto the ball, turning it into kinetic energy, causing it to move forward and up into the air. Different types of golf shots also use different amounts of energy. As seen in this iron swing, I am fully swinging as I'm trying to hit the ball over 150 yards onto the green. As seen in this next clip for my par putt on this hole, I hit it much softer. There's less energy being transferred onto the ball from my club because I don't need to go as far. The short putt uses very little kinetic energy because the ball only needs to travel a few feet. My first shot off the tee uses much more kinetic energy because the golfer wants maximum distance. This demonstrates the law of conservation of energy. Energy isn't created or destroyed. It simply changes forms from muscular energy to motion. This can be seen in this similar demonstration. On this first swing, I am over 100 yards out and I need the ball to land perfectly on the green. I am hitting my 60-degree lob wedge as full power that I could swing all the way to the green in order for it to land there. In the second shot, I'm only 60 yards out. I'm using the same club because the 60 degree is the highest lofted club in my bag, which means it goes the shortest. I am only swinging at about 50 to 75% power because I only needed to travel 60 yards this time instead of 100. This is also a good example of the conservation of energy, as I'm only swinging with a less amount, causing less kinetic energy to be placed on the ball, causing the ball to go less far as it did in my 100-yard shot.
The second physics concept seen in golf is 2D motion, which is also called projectile motion. Once the golf ball leaves the club face, it travels in two dimensions, one being horizontally across the course and the other being vertically through the air. The ball's path forms a curved shape called a parabola. This motion happens between two separate movements that occur at the same time. For horizontal motion, the ball continues moving forward because of its velocity from the swing, and then for vertical motion, the gravity pulls the ball downward toward the earth.
We could also see the idea of 2D motion being represented here in the free body force diagrams. When the ball is at its peak at that point in time, the only force acting on it is gravity pushing it downwards and into the earth. When the ball is just making contact with the club, there's also gravity pulling it down from the earth, but also an upper left hand arrow from the normal force of the club making contact with it. This force causes the ball to go forward and in the direction that we're aiming.
All golf balls are designed with dimples that reduce drag and improve lift. Backspin creates an upward force that helps keep the ball in the air longer.
In this shot, Sean is going to demonstrate to us how the backspin actually works. He's going to hit his shot and hopefully hit it high enough into the air with enough spin for when it hits the green, it'll start to create a backward spin, which many golfers use to adapt to different types of green settings, such as slope or green speed, to allow their ball to get closer to the hole. Now let's check down from the green and see how much this ball spun. As you can see, this ball is spinning significantly here.
Golf is much more than hitting a ball with a club. Every single swing demonstrates important physics concepts like 2D motion and energy transfer.
So as seen in this video, when the ball is hit by the golfer, kinetic energy is transferred onto the ball. When the ball is in the air after it's been projected, you got gravity acting on it, causing it to give it its shot shape. So next time that you're at the range or just hitting the ball around, remember, you're not just playing a sport, you're watching physics in motion. Thank you.
Looking right at me.
Hurry up.
And she just goes at me.
Today we are at Joe Lewis Golf Club. Joe Lewis.